Hello. How are we? Let me know how everything sounds, because I haven't streamed for ages, so I'm hoping this is all good. What a random trailer, right? What a random trailer. Well, that was weird. My stream started playing in the background of mine. Sounds good. Good times. There's a bit of a delay, but it's all good. So, wow. What a random trailer. We can have our own shop, apparently. Crazy. I was not expecting it. I wasn't expecting any trailer today, to be fair, but when that started playing, I wasn't expecting that in the slightest. So, that is weird. I wanted to try something new today. I wanted to go through, sort of show you my process of breaking stuff down and do it on live with you guys, and then see what we can find. It's not going to be very long because it's nearly midnight, so it's only probably about half an hour, so we'll go through as much as we can and see what we can find. So I'm just going to swap over to my editing software and see what we got. Okay, let's have a look. Here we go. See, I knew the PlayStation event was happening. I just wasn't expecting there to be this today. Weird, so weird. I just really wasn't expecting it. But yeah, let's play through this. Let's see how this goes. Actually, I'll tell you what I will do quickly. Let's just go back to this one. Let me just have a quick look. Let's see if I can get my music going on in the background. So what did you all think of the trailer? Did you like it? It's just so weird, wasn't it? It just wasn't... It didn't fit... It felt more like Silent Hill than Hogwarts Legacy. It was so peculiar. Right, YouTube stuff. There it is. We will have that playing after we watch this trailer through. Okay, let's watch the trailer through first of all, and just react to it as we go, because this is strange. How am I compared to the audio? That audio seems quite quiet. Look at that. There's so much stuff to find in that room. This will be a bit juddery because it's on my editing software. Yeah, I'm going to be on PC for most of it, but I've got the PlayStation as well. See that corridor straight out of Silent Hill. And that voice. I need to have a look at that statue. If that's Merlin. Exclusive PlayStation Quest. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's just weird. Like, yeah. Very strange. Like, was not expecting. It doesn't feel like Hogwarts. They're going so dark with elements of this game, which I love. I love Halloween. I love dark stuff, so I'm a fan of this. But this is weird. It was not what I was expecting at all. But let's get into it. So the when I do my breakdowns, what I do is I go through it sort of frame by frame nearly, and then I will zoom in and out with different sections and see what we can find. So yeah, let's have a look. See what we can find. How is the music? Let me know how the music is. If it's too loud and you can't hear me, let me know. So, Okay. So, we got Hogsmead initially, so let's go through this a few frames at a time. So we cut into Hogsmead. Is this a new shot that we've got here? So the Hogshead is going off to the left, so that'll be the alleyway down to the Hogshead. Let's zoom in a little bit and have a look around. So, Hogshead off down to the left down here. Any names on these shops? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I'm blind. Let's get the glasses on. Cheers, thanks, I'm glad the music's alright. So I think you only get the quest if you get it on, if you've pre-ordered on PlayStation, Michael. So yeah, I think if you've pre-ordered on PlayStation, you'll get it. Yeah, as Goose has said. I don't know whether these are timed exclusives or full exclusive. That's like, they could be timed, so we might get them at a later time for PC or the other consoles. So maybe. Oh yeah, so okay, Randy says something similar, so maybe that is the case. Maybe as time goes on there'll be a DLC that's released, and then it's like a DLC that's released and then it includes exclusive quests. So I think that would be likely. So yeah, could be. So we've got a shop to the left. I can't really see what that is at the moment. There's nothing obvious to suggest what is selling outside either. We've got the free broomstick straight ahead of us. And what is that? Can anybody see what that is? Make that out? It looks very strange. It's very dark as well, isn't it? I wonder if I can brighten it up a little bit. So we've definitely got the free broomsticks. There's that pathway that leads up to the side. So in one of the trailers, we got a shot from the top of that walkway that's sort of up and behind here. So that's pretty cool. Exclusive for a year. Is that confirmed? Is it? Okay, that's good to know. That is good to know. Let's zoom back out a bit and we'll go through for the next few slides, because not loads to find on this scene here. It might be Owl Post to the right actually, or is that an owl? It might be the post office. So you get a nice shot of Honeydukes with this tree right in the middle. Oh, that's a bit too zoomed in. Honeydukes there. Not entirely sure what that is. Oh, there's definitely a sign up here. I'm not going to faff around with the video too much because I will do a full breakdown, but I will brighten it up and that sort of stuff on the full breakdown to see if we can see what that says. There's a statue in the middle there. I wonder who that is. Big statue in the middle there next to this big tree, which could be an English oak. We are going to be solely going straight onto the Merlin hype here. Honeydukes just looks great. We got that seating area outside. Oh, is that the cafe? That might be the cafe that we saw in one of the releases about the flu flames and all that sort of stuff. So it might be that. It might be that cafe with the seats outside. Let's have a look. Let's keep going through, shall we? I just realised the music stopped, hasn't it? Let's get this on repeat. There we go. Yeah, it could be the I don't know who founded Hogsmead. I have to look that up. Who founded Hogsmead? It looks like it could be a Quidditch player. There might be a broom coming off to the side. Let me go back to my... Let's go back to this. There might be a broom coming off the side at the back of him. Let me just zoom in slightly. It could be a Quidditch player. Because if you look, there's like a... Is that a broom coming off behind him, potentially? It could be a staff, I suppose. Interesting. I will definitely brighten it up when I do the full breakdown and see what we can find there. Oh, it zoomed in a bit as we go. Do we get any better shots of them? Oh, it does seem to zoom round into them. That's quite nice. That is quite nice. There's someone just lent... Oh no, that's just a random one person there as well. That's a bit strange. Look at the things going up and down in the Honeydukes. That looks really cool. Up and down in the Honeydukes window. Okay, so we got this woman. Is there anything obvious on her as to who she could be? No, nothing obvious. No signs or anything. There's a big door lock on the door. Honestly, guys, shout out if you see anything. Just let me know, because I would be interested to hear any theories that you've got. So we open the door. Can we see where this is? No, it doesn't seem obvious. Okay, so the shop looks pretty much in use, which is strange. We've got a couple of things up on the wall over here. Let's have a look at these. So no trolls, which is always good. Free broomstick sign. Not entirely sure what that is. A couple of mirrors. And a Hogsmead sign. Historic Hogsmead. Okay, that's good to know. That's behind the chat. There you go. Historic Hogsmead. Loads of things on the shelves. Some potions. Some jars at the top. A few frying pans. Nothing too obvious in this scene. Nice Warner Brothers logo. Okay, so where is this? So this looks strange. Oh, let's go back a frame. There we go. So this is the main room then that we go into, that goes straight into that chest. That's the chest that we go down into. It's very similar to Moody's chest. It could even be Moody's chest, I suppose, if he's bought it later on. We don't know obviously where he got that chest from, so it looked very similar to Moody's chest from the films, and you've got these mannequins everywhere. So around the room. Cages for creatures. Mannequins are just scary anyway. Just really uncanny valley weird. Okay, so we get a closer look at this. Who's this guy then? Because that's a very prominent photo. It's got to be something to do with this guy here, surely. Let's move over so you can see it a bit better. It's got to be something to do with this. Yeah, I mean, there's the mannequins have definitely got to be something to do with clothing, so they must have sold some sort of... Well, they said there was many previous owners, so one of those previous owners probably sold some sort of clothing, or sold some sort of clothing. So yeah, I think you're right, it must be to do with what was in there previously. But yeah, what the shop's been for other than that, it'd be really interesting to see. There's a broomstick on the wall over there. I'm not entirely sure what that building is, but I reckon this guy's relevant. I'm gonna have to have a look, see if I can find anyone that matches his description. And yeah, very similar to Moody. It's not completely similar to Moody's. Moody's had 7 locks, I think, so not exactly the same. So it's not his, but yeah, it's a very similar concept. It's got the undetectable extension charm on it anyway, so we know that. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Oh wait, we got a nice shot of the rest of the room there. Nothing too obvious. Finally getting a Ravenclaw in the videos, by the way. Ravenclaw pride. Let's talk about that. I find it interesting that the outside of this chest has got like rubble and bricks and stuff like that. It's as though it isn't actually a chest. It's just literally a hole in the floor underneath it. The building, yeah, it did look like Hogsmeade architecture, 100%. But yeah, I find that really strange that the ladder appears down it as soon as you open it. Maybe it is just a hole in the floor, and the ladder just takes you down there through the chest. That is really weird. We must have a Ravenclaw companion, right? Why haven't they announced it? It's so confusing. I don't understand why there's not a Ravenclaw companion. It's just weird. Such a weird like, why? You've done all the other houses. Why would you just ignore Ravenclaw? Unless there's a reason for it. Unless the Ravenclaw person is going to be like the Draco Malfoy, just to switch it up a bit, make it not be Slytherin. I mean, I'd be happy with that. At least there is a Ravenclaw main character. Maybe it's going to be like the antagonist as such, not massively, but you know, the one you want to go up against. So this hallway, is that picture frame? Is that? See, when I first watched this, I thought this was picture frames on the ceiling, and it was just peculiar. But I think it's just spinning. What a weird visual. That does not feel Hogwartsy. Although I suppose in like the maze when Harry's in there in the books, there is like spells that flip you up to the ceiling, and so I suppose it could be Harry Potter. Yeah, it does look a bit like it. I just mentioned it, but yeah, it does look similar. I think there's Barty Crouch has had 7 locks, so I don't think it's the same one, but it's a very similar concept. Oh, it's interesting to see the floors like a lot cleaner when it slides back. That's really nice. That's a nice little texture. If you look at the floor right at the beginning, the floor. I'm actually saying that I'm not zoomed out enough for you to see it. Let's zoom out a little bit more. If you look at the floor right at the bottom, it's very dirty. And then as soon as it starts to climb out, zoom out, the floor's a lot cleaner. That's a nice little touch that they didn't have to do. More of these lights are appearing as it goes down. It says doors to the left and right as well. So there isn't just one room in here. It's not just the room that we go through. So there is definitely doors to the left and to the right. But this is the one that opens, so storage. There is mannequins in there, so maybe I was just wondering if there's a bit of a and that is just a terrifying visual. That is horrible. I do not like that in the slightest. I'm wondering, do you know what would be really cool with this visual here of the Lumos going off? A nice show of the effect when you cast it. It does like this bright flash of light, and then the light happens. But if they somehow in this room make your spells not last as long, so you Lumos, and then after a while it fades off, and then when you Lumos again, the mannequins got closer. That would be a really, really nice effect. That would be really cool. Oh, they're all just reaching out for you as well. It's just horrible. They don't move as creepy as I thought they would. I thought they might be a bit more juddery. Who is this? This is what I want to know. Hang on. Long beard. I'm on the Merlin train. Night at the museum, exactly. I'm on the Merlin train now, so there is behind him the blue and stars and the moons that we associate with him. We've got the long beard. This cloak, if it was blue, would look very similar to the cloak on the back of that book. It's obviously a man because of the beard. He's holding out his hand as though potentially a book could have been removed from it. I know, James is going to love it. He's absolutely going to love it. It's got to be. It has to be another Merlin imagery. This just doesn't fit with the rest of the trailer, in my opinion. Does anyone else think that? Does this feel like it fits with the rest of the trailer? Is this... Because the rest of the trailer is all dark and horrible and no sign of stained glass windows, and then this shot You've got a stained glass window. It doesn't look like it's in the same place. You've got this statue of Merlin. It just feels like they're teasing Merlin. Every single trailer they do, they're just teasing something Merlin. Even if it's got nothing to do with the trailer, it just feels like this is a Merlin scene. So we've got a shot. Right, where are we? This is weird. So we're looking down on our character now, walking through. I don't even know what we're walking through. There's spiders, there's cobwebs everywhere. There's a stone path. There's something at the end here, which is very difficult to make out. How far can we get in? Let me zoom in a bit so we can do it very much frame by frame on this one. That is weird. Very weird. I'm going to brighten it up. I said I wasn't going to, but let's brighten it up a little bit. There we go. Brighten it up a little bit. It does. Yeah, it really does look like a statue, doesn't it? It really looks like it, which everyone, well, specifically me and James are saying is going to be Merlin. So there is something green here. I don't know whether this could just be a perspective thing, but this could be like a lantern, I suppose, like hanging down from the ceiling because we're looking down from the ceiling. So it could be something. But if not, there is something massive in green that we're walking towards there, which would be really interesting to see what that is. I wonder if we see it in the next scene. Let's quickly zoom back out again and go to the next scene. So this is a strange imagery. So this looks outside. This doesn't even look like we're inside the building anymore. It looks like there's an outside to the inside, because that looks like a tree outside. At the back there, looks like there's a tree. We've got this star symbol and this weird glowing lantern. Snake scales? Which bits looks like snake scales? Sorry. Oh, the Protego spell looks great there. That looks really good. Knocking that one back as he does a physical attack. Oh, there's one attacking us straight away in front of us as well. Oh, it catches both of them. It catches him as it goes through. And then spreads onto that one over there. And then this is leveled up. This is later in the game. So this is leveled up. So yes, it could be one of the doors. You're right. Yeah, if we go through the right or left door, we could go to the outside area. So, I can't remember which theory it is, wasn't I? In one of my first breakdowns, I noticed that the Incendio spell got better. Like, it had this ripple out effect from the floor when you used it, when you got more leveled up. So this character, this is later in the game, you're leveled up. Oh, look at those effects on the floor. Wow. They honestly are putting in so much love to this game. Look at those effects on the floor as it burns. Everyone gets pushed back. Oh, it just looks glorious. It really does look so good. It could be Confringo. I've gone with Incendio just because it's fire, and yeah, Confringo could be right because it's explosives. It just looks stunning. That is so cool. I'm gonna watch that again. That is amazing. So the one starts behind us. It's smoking already. So it could be Confringo because Confringo explodes. So it could be like a firework type effect. So it's smoking, and then as it goes through, see, because it's blowing up on this one first, and then blowing up on that one. This is why I think it's Incendio, because it spreads. But yeah, it might not be. And then we get that ripple out effect. Oh, it knocks every single one of them backwards. We actually get a nice light up in the room. See, there's more doors up there. Look, there's another door up there. Is that attached to the door? Is that... Oh, is that... No, it's not. It's a bit of rubble. Okay. So there's another door up there. There looks like there's another door up to the top left as well. So there's doors everywhere in this place. Yeah, so in the... I think it was the State of Play trailer... we saw our character do a spell and it actually knocked a tree down. So we definitely have environmental effects on our spells, 100%. I'm actually working on a video at the moment where I'm going through but all the trailers again, and it's going to be sort of 50 things that I missed originally because we know so much more about it now, and I've done so many more videos, then I know a lot more that I'm looking out for. So I've gone back through and watched them all again, and I've noticed so many more little details. So I will be covering some of that again. But that is one of the things that I did notice is we can affect the environment, because we definitely knocked down a tree in one of the original trailers, and it was actually in the same scene that was using this incendio spell. So this definitely has an environmental effect. That'd be interesting if weather can affect the spells. Yeah, Goose, that's very true. Weather could affect the spells, because if we use an incendio, it might be less powerful in the rain. That's very true. I never even thought about that. And I wonder if we're trying to levitate anything and it's windy, might blow it off course. That'd be really cool. I don't know about the houses. It would be very RPG for them to do it, but I don't know what benefits they could have, because I mean, Ravenclaw's an obvious one. It could help you with communication and bartering and that sort of stuff. If you're sort of going into the intelligence side of things, that would be a normal sort of level up. So if there's a level of trying to convince people to do stuff, then that could be it. If it's Hufflepuff, maybe it gives you a boost for your plants and those sorts of abilities. If you look at the common room, it's very plant-based. Gryffindor's maybe just a general defense boost or attack boost potentially, and then Slytherin maybe sneaking, silent, stealthy stuff. That would be my suggestions, but as to whether that's going to happen, I don't know. They've not made any mention of it. But it would be cool just to see if we get a little bit of a boost in those sort of areas, depending on what house you're in. I think they should do something like that, because obviously houses have a massive effect in the games. Hi Neon, how are you? Yeah, they have effect in the books and in the movies, so they're supposed to be relevant things towards them. So I can't see why they wouldn't do something like that. But as to what it would be, I don't know. That would be my suggestion anyway. It would be a case of, if we can have little boosts maybe to some of our perks. Faraz, how are you? How are you today? How is everyone? I didn't ask how everyone was. I do apologise. It's been such a long time since I've actually live streamed. I suppose I better get used to doing it. I'm going to try and get an emulator for some of the older games, just to get used to playing games and streaming as well. So I'll try and get an emulator for them. That's going to be coming up. Obviously, we will be doing a quiz on the channel soon as well. So that's going to be coming up. And then we will get back into the swing of streaming before February, where I've got a week off to play the game. And I'm going to be streaming daily for several hours. So stick around for that. But let's carry on. Let's just watch this effect one more time, because it is absolutely glorious, and then we'll move through the rest of the trailer. Just look at that. The effect. It's just so good. Just wondering if we can see towards the end of it. No, the floor stays damaged. I reckon it is. I reckon it will stay damaged for at least a little while. I'm glad you're good. Greki, you didn't know what was happening in the trailer or me streaming? Because I didn't know I was streaming either until I did it. So, I went into a dark cave area. It could be connected. There is spiders. I think the spiders are just perspective based larger, because they're closer to the camera. Because it's PlayStation exclusive initially, I don't think it's going to link. I think this will just be a completely separate mission, personally. Yeah, I didn't know I was streaming either. I was gonna see, it's just 10 past midnight here, and I've got work tomorrow, and I was gonna do a trailer breakdown, like a full one, and edit it and get it all ready, and I knew I wouldn't have time to do it without being so tired at work tomorrow. So I thought, how can I cover this in a nice way, engage with you guys, and this came to my mind. So I thought, you know what, I'll do it. But I didn't even know he was getting a trailer today, so this is really spontaneous, but it's really nice to actually engage, because this is what I want to do this for. So glad to be here. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be linked. I think just because it's PlayStation, I think it's a PlayStation exclusive. I think it'd just be a separate mission completely. The only possible link that it could be is, we know there was like 7 paths out of Hogwarts, and a couple of them have collapsed. So potentially this could be a path to Hogwarts. I don't stream, Michael, is the honest answer at the moment. I am very much considering doing a weekly stream. I like the idea of it. I know other channels do it, and I don't want to steal thunder off people. I also don't want to just copy what they're doing, but I love the engagement in a stream. I love being able to talk to you guys and do stuff like this, because I initially started off streaming. I was a streamer on Mixer, so that's what I did before I did any of this. So I really enjoyed that. And then obviously Mixer went bust, and I lost everything, and just thought, you know what, I'm going to do YouTube instead, which I'm so glad I've done, because it's so much better. But yeah, I want to start streaming more. But yeah, I've got to figure out exactly what format I want to do it in, and what format you guys want as well. So that's what I'm looking to do coming up soon on the channel, because like I said, my main thing about doing YouTube is the engagement. That's why I reply to every comment. That's why I do all of this stuff. So yeah, let me know what you'd want me to do in the streams. I'm happy to take suggestions. I really am. So let me know what you want me to do. So there's a link to the... Have you got the link? I don't mind. I think links can go in the chat. If you can, put it in the chat, and I'll have a look at that webpage as well, because I'd like to see that. Yeah, so I think some people have already said in the chat, friend, that these are going to be limited time exclusives. So up to a year, I think we've said. So they're not going to be fully exclusive, but I suppose PlayStation were the ones that have been putting all the groundwork in for them, so they've got to get some out of it, which is good. Cheers, Oliver. I appreciate that. I love streaming, and like I said, I'm chill and I'm happy, and I just want to spread that to everyone. So you know, I do love streaming. I do miss it. So hopefully we can do some more of it. So we don't really know, Cheryl, is the honest answer. They could have been collapsed by on purpose, or they could have been collapsed intentionally. We just know by the time they get there, Fred and George just know that they can't go for a few of them because they've collapsed. So some of them have recently collapsed as well, because Sirius mentions one in the Order of the Phoenix to Harry when he's trying to find a place to do the DA. And Sirius mentions there was a secret passageway that leads out of Hogwarts. So that was when he was at school. So it collapsed sort of, you know, within the last sort of, 15, 16 years before Harry went to school. So, yeah, there will be secret passageways that we could access that haven't been accessed in the books. Yeah, it's been a long wait for the Ravenclaw. Really long wait for the Ravenclaw. Finally, we get some Ravenclaw footage. So this looks like a different location again. She looks way too happy to be in that location with those weird mannequins. Was that the last shot? I don't know if that was the last shot. It might have been the last shot. Yeah, I think it was. So we get the Hogwarts Legacy. So let's have a look at what we actually get as part of this. Nothing different about the logo. There's nothing different about the logo. February 10th or 7th for most people, because everyone's pre-ordering it. So we've got the Haunted Shop logo, which looks really cool. I really like that. So, an additional dungeon. So it's a dungeon. It's a dungeon. There we go. Speculation over. It's a dungeon. So this is a dungeon that you're going to go into. I would imagine by the end of it, you'll get some sort of artifact or mysterious item. So gameplay-wise, it's not going to have a massive effect on everything. It is just a dungeon. So yeah, go in, beat a load of things, beat a boss, and then get a special reward as part of it. Whether it's probably just going to be cosmetic. There you go, shopkeeper cosmetic set. That's what it's going to be, isn't it? So if you do this, you will get a cloak that you can wear in game, and then also a shop, which is, yeah, you get the shop. I wonder if this is a way of making money. It must be a way of making money, because there's lots of things to buy. So yeah, you might. Yeah, I suppose you could. Yeah, it could be better rates for buying, or it could be a way of you making money. You could set it up to run. Maybe. Oh, this would be interesting. So if you link it with your vivariums, it could be things that you get in your vivarium. So if you're, for instance, you've got I don't know, a unicorn, and you can sort of go around your vivarium, and then near trees you will find unicorn tail hairs. Up against the trees that have just fallen out, and you can use that, or similar things to that. Maybe if I don't know if you can get an acromantula, but you might be able to get some of their venom. So you could sell those types of things, because we know they're worth a lot of money. So maybe it could be linked to your vivarium, and you could sell things from there. And also in the room of requirements, you're obviously growing a lot of plants and that sort of stuff. So maybe when you grow plants, you can put them into your shop to sell and make money that way. We know there's clothing shops, so yeah, you can buy more cosmetics and more stuff. I would imagine mostly cosmetic, but yeah, to make your character look cool and customize it as much as possible. Although to be fair, I don't know much customization I really want to do, because those robes from the trailers of the common rooms were just stunning. They were so cool. Right, let's have a look at the chat. Sorry, guys. He did he? Okay, I will have to have a look at that post and see what it is. So they write a post by Chandler. Okay, we'll have a look at the Chandler post. That's really good. Yeah, okay, I'll have a look at that. Okay, I'll have a look at the PlayStation website in a minute then. We'll see if we can get it up and have a read through it in just a second. Oh, the blog said better rates. Okay, fantastic. Thanks for that. So, okay, better rates. Yeah, that would make sense then. That's a shame. I would like it to have been linked, but I'm guessing they're selling it at a discount. I'm guessing that this woman is not a nice woman. She doesn't seem like a nice woman. She sounds like she's killed the previous owners. It doesn't sound nice. I wonder if there is actually a haunting, or if it is just her making things move. If she's the bad guy. Or if it's just a massive Peeves prank. It could just be a massive Peeves prank. That'd be great. The Felix potion. Wait, is that confirmed, or is that just a theory? Because I'd like it either way. Wow, Peppermint, your strange dream is going to come true very soon. In February, you'll be able to ride a hippogriff around Hogwarts. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. The more I see this game, the more I'm getting excited about it, so... Okay. I don't actually have any moderators. I'm doing full moderation myself at the moment, so that's cool. Better prices for purchase. Yeah, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I suggested that, but apparently not. It would be nice if they did add something like that. Maybe if you can sell some of the stuff that you make in the room requirements. Although most of it does seem to be stuff that you're going to use in combat and that sort of thing. Maybe she is a victim, yeah. She might be even a ghost herself. That's a very good point. Yeah, I'm interested by her. I mean, the most interesting thing about this scene for me is this statue still, because this isn't anything to do with the scene really. This is out of it. It's completely different, and it's definitely another shot of Merlin, just to keep the hype, the Merlin hype going. Yeah, it's good that it's only timed exclusive. It's so good, because then, I mean, I'm playing most of the time I'll be playing on the PC, just because it's easier to stream and get content from and record from. But I've got the PlayStation version. I will probably be getting the collector's edition on the PlayStation, so that I can play it like as a playthrough, relaxed, chilled, not worrying about content, and just in my own time. So I will be getting it on both. Where is this Merlin statue? I thought it was before this. I thought it was after this, sorry. It was when we went downstairs, and it was after that room. I think I'll just skip through it. There he is. There's old Merlin, and I'm also right at the bottom of the screen. Those swirls on his head, look, it's just exactly the same as the Chamber of Mysteries. It's the same as the book. Everything about it's the same as the wand. It just screams Merlin again. It really does. And like I said, the book that we physically get could just easily sit in his hands there, and it just looks like, as part of the quest, I reckon we have to put the book in his hand and open up a new chamber or something similar to that. Yeah, I would imagine most of the stuff we're going to be getting now is going to be better quality, because they're getting closer to release at the end of the day. So a lot of the stuff we've seen previously, I would imagine was going to be alpha build or beta build. So it's going to be getting close to release. So the stuff is going to look better and better the closer we get to release. I'm just hoping they just release videos weekly. It doesn't have to be big videos, just little videos like this, just little snippets. I did ask them to do a couple of classroom tours, which would be nice. I just want to see some of the classrooms, because it'd be interesting to see them, but their footage on them. I don't, Michael. I don't go often live on YouTube, but I want to more. I'm looking to more. I don't want to copy other people. I want to make it a bit more unique, which is why I wanted to do a breakdown with you guys and show you how I'd go about it. I've got a few things to research on this, and I will be putting out a full video. So I just wanted to go through it with you guys and have a bit of a zoom in and look around and see what we can find. But this is still the most interesting shot in a weird horror trailer for me. So, but yeah, I will be soon. If there's something you want me to cover live, I will. Even if it's just chatting, because like I said, I love it. I love the engagement of YouTube. So I'm happy to come on. We can just chat Harry Potter news and do that. But I'm aware that other YouTubers do it. I know two that are Potter content YouTubers. But if that's what you want, then I'm happy to do it. I really am. Yeah, I don't think it's a Ravenclaw Companion. I think this is a playable character. They're showing different versions of all of them. So I think this is just a playable character, just a Ravenclaw version. Do you know, honestly, I really can't remember the old games that well. I'd love to say I remember them really well, but I liked that. I can't remember which one it was, but there was one where you had to specifically do a task in the classroom. Like I vividly remember Wingardium Leviosa, where you had to like make things float to get to the top of the classroom to collect something to learn the spell. So whether they're going to do something like that, where you have to use a spell a few times to learn it, that'd be good. You have to use it in a few scenarios. So I'd like him to do something like that. Brilliant. I'll start doing it then, Liam. Honestly, I love it. I know a lot of people do it, and I mean, I'll happily promote people like Expect to Go. Great. I love their live streams. To be fair, I've only joined in a couple of them so far. I've been lurking in most of them, just in the background. But I've got active in those more recently. But yeah, they do great live streams. So if you want to check them out, go over to them. There's another one as well. I can't think of their name off the top of my head, but there's another one that do a live stream. But I'm happy to do live streams, and I will do them. Sort of, I'll see how often I can do them, because it will be around family life and obviously how much information we get. So it might just be a case that we come on and talk rubbish about Wizarding World. That's not necessarily related to the game, but every time we get news about the game, I'll try and do a live stream in the future. Then, if that's what you guys like. Like I said, I'm doing this for you as well. I love it, and I'm exactly the same as you. I want to engage with a Wisdom World community, so the fact that I can in this manner is great. I cannot wait for the game to come out either. It is... I just cannot wait. It's a game I've just been waiting for. I've always been a gamer. I've always been a Harry Potter fan. So the mix of these two is just going to be fantastic. Podcast now, yeah. Podcast now, do it. And Retro. Does Retro do lives? I've only just found Retro literally in the last week. So, yeah. I don't know. I haven't really watched a lot of them, but I've watched a few of his breakdowns, and he's good at doing the breakdowns. So yeah, I really like those. But yeah, I haven't caught a live yet anyway. So that's good to know. Transfiguration would be really interesting to see, and alchemy. I also really think runes are going to play a massive part of this. All of the trailers got runes in. I just think they're going to play a massive part. So I think ancient runes would be a study session that we're going to be in, and learn more. I don't know how they'd incorporate into gameplay, but I think the more we do that lesson, the more we understand the runes around the map. Oh, did he? Ah, okay, that's good to know. I will have a look at those. I really want to play some of them on the channel as well. So. But yeah, this video was only supposed to be for sort of 20 minutes or so until midnight, but it's gone on for a very long time now. I really appreciate you guys turning up. Like I said, I can't believe I get to stream and people actually turn up and watch it, because even when I used to stream on Mix, that didn't really happen often. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, it was interesting to go through. There's a few little bits I'm going to dive deeper into when I do this trailer breakdown in full. Thanks for sharing your theories. If you've got any more, obviously leave them in the comments as well. But yeah, it's been really good, and I've been really enjoying just engaging with you guys. This will likely become more of a regular feature if that's what you want. I'm happy to do it. So come over to Discord. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because if you subscribe and then comment in my most recent post, then you are in with a chance of winning a version of the game. So get involved in that. Join the Twitter, join the Discord. There is a section of the Discord that if you put a comment in, you get another entry as well. So do all of those things, because I want to give back to you guys for the joy that you give me in doing this. So get on over there and do those things, and yeah, get in with a chance of winning a copy of the game. I know a lot of you have probably pre-ordered it, but you can give it away. You can give it to a friend. You can sell it, make money. Whatever you want to do. But yeah, thank you for so much. This has been really fun. I've enjoyed engaging with you guys. What a strange trailer that was, but what an interesting trailer, and even more Merlin imagery that we get. But that was it. I really do appreciate you guys, and thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. But until then, mischief managed.